And we're live. Brian, what's with the glasses, Brian?
I'm on Euro time, baby. I'm on Euro time. It's Eurobasket 2022. I'm sorry, Raptors fans, but this is for you. We're all out here, and all I gotta say is good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, especially in European time. You are locked in on To The Point with
Skip
and the kid. You guys know what to do. Go down there. Go click subscribe. Go click like. You know, we're on To The Point Raps on Twitter. To The Point on Instagram. To The Point on Facebook. To The Point on YouTube, which is where you guys are watching us right now. And thank you guys for your love. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your views. We appreciate it. And we want to introduce to you our off-screen producer, Mr. Arturas. How are you doing today, my friend?
Hi, Brian.
You guys don't get to see him, but he does help out for a lot of you out there to make you guys enjoy it. So, my friend, I understand your English ain't that proper.
Some of it,
right?
Yeah.
But the reason why we pulled you out of the dungeon, and the reason why we pulled you out is because you wanted to ask you a question about the Eurobasket 2022 league, and obviously there is one of the heavy favorites, which is, oh wait, hold on. Before we get into that, sorry guys, I didn't get to say. If you guys want to see myself and Skip in person, we will be at Hurricanes Bar on Tuesday, September 20th, with Arturas right there. Right? We will be there, and we will be hosting a trivia night, and we hope you guys can come on and enjoy having a drink and answer our questions, most likely getting it wrong because we got some heavy set questions. And speaking of the heavy set questions, Arturas, I got a question for you, my man. Who do you want to win Eurobasket 2022? Even though I already know the answer, and we can already clearly see it behind your back.
Yeah, it's Lithuania, definitely.
Now, why Lithuania?
Well, they got the stars.
Will they win? That's the question. Will they win is the real question.
They have like good chances this year.
Yeah, they've got JV, right?
Yeah.
Skip, you're jumping the gun again.
Yeah.
They have Sabonis. Yeah. They have top EuroLeague players. So no coach, no opportunities, and they win all friendly games. Looks like they're in good spirit to win it. I don't know. I feel it.
Okay.
Okay, go Skip. Go.
So that's the fan in you speaking. Okay, I know you're Lithuanian.
Why?
I know you're Lithuanian. I know that's your fan talking. Who's gonna actually win Eurobasket?
Well,
well, I got an answer for that one. Go on.
I think a great opportunity for Slovenia.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Slovenia?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Doncic, buddy. Doncic.
Dragic, Doncic.
What are we going on? Like, who has the hottest mom? No, but seriously, why Slovenia?
Because they won the last championship and they like defending it, and they have a leader who played terrific best game in the Olympics. They were fourth in the Olympics, so they were close to the finals, playing USA team. So they have a great chance to win in Europe.
Does that now? Okay, can you educate us over here in the city of Toronto?
Mhm.
Now, like the proximity between Slovenia, Lithuania, the other European countries, since they're all so close, tight. Does that really make a difference, or does that make a difference on like what player a team claims?
It makes difference, but all players have same feeling representing their countries and representing to win the titles, and the fans are looking forward to the games and cheering. Lots of fans go to the games. Teams, like usually national teams here has a lot of fan bases, and they're excited.
Yeah.
I want to ask you another question, Arturas. I was at the 1992 World Championship League tournament here in Toronto at the Maple Leaf Gardens, and I got to chant on a certain side that everybody knows I love, which I'll get into later. But is European basketball really that heavy when it comes to the fan base and to the skill set? Because you're out there, you've seen it, you've understood it. Skip and I are just a bunch of Canadian boys, and we don't know shit.
Well, the
Can
court
you
is.
explain it?
Well, the court is smaller first.
Okay.
The 3-point line of little smaller, but it's getting there to NBA. The rules: you can't when the ball is on the board near the hoop, you can jump it and block it, and there's no goal for that. And of course, 3-second rule defensively. You can players can be trapped, and it's more physical. Referees let you play more physical. It's no crybaby games.
No NBA.
LeBron!
Yeah, and the fans loving it.
Well, for you guys out there, that has been interesting. What Arturas was saying, if you didn't understand it, was that the court is smaller, it's more compact. When you do hit the threes, it is more impactful. It is more physical, and there is more room to run, like with the Euro step, especially Mr. Manu Ginobili going off. Now, thank you, Arturas, for, man, you were behind the scenes, and now you're in front of the scene. Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Yeah.
Now, Skip, gotta ask you, if you were to pick a team in the Eurobasket, I know you don't know shit. Poland ain't in that.
Yeah, they're in. They're in.
Yes.
They're not gonna.
Really?
They're not gonna win, but they're in. They're alive.
Really?
Yeah.
So who you got? Who you got, bro? Before I crush you guys.
So who do I have to win? I mean, okay. So who do I have to win? I think there's basically three favorites, and it's the three teams with MVP candidates, right? It's
such an open-ended answer.
It's
three?
Serbia. It's Serbia with Jokic. It's Slovenia with Doncic, and it's Greece with Giannis. I mean, those three players.
Don't get started on there.
Any of those three players could win. I mean, best player is going to win in theory. France is sort of a dark horse, they're saying, because they have a little more depth than some of those other teams. But I mean, their featured player is Rudy Gobert, who's not on the same level as those players.
The only guy they got.
So that's why I said Slovenia. I think Slovenia's kind of got the edge. You could see Serbia doing some damage.
Why? Because of Doncic's mom?
Because of Doncic, and just I think in a tournament like this, I just feel like the guy who is point guard, ball handler. I mean, not that Jokic isn't a ball handler, but I just feel like the guy, it's going to all come down to who's running the offense, who's running the games. And I think that's really Doncic is going to have an opportunity to really shine in this tournament. It'd be interesting because I think there are some quirks in the actual structure where it's actually really hard for some of the top teams to play each other in the finals because they're going to knock each other off in the earlier rounds. Something to do with how the group stage is set up. It's very convoluted, but basically Group B is the strongest group, and a lot of the really good teams are in Group B. So once you get into the actual, let's get into the actual like structure of the tournament group. So there's a round robin where they knock out a couple teams in each group, and then they move into like quarterfinals, semifinals, yada yada yada. And just with the structure of the tournament, it sounds like it's going to be pretty hard for some of these teams to make it to the finals rather than meeting earlier.
Sounds like a hockey tournament to me.
Yeah, it's a little convoluted. So the best teams may not make the finals, but absolutely, I think those 4 teams are the favorites, the 4 that I mentioned. And my pick is probably Slovenia.
FIFA tournament to me.
Well, it is.
Go on,
it is. It's a FIBA tournament. Same difference. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, basically, I think one of those 4 teams will win. I think Slovenia has the edge. I think Serbia is a really good contender, and I think Greece is lurking there in the weeds. But I say that as an NBA fan. I don't know all these international players that are filling out these rosters. Some of them are probably better than we think. But anyway, go on.
Let me weigh in here, guys. Let me get into something right here. Okay. I will say, 5% of my DNA would tell me I should vote for Spain. 5% of my DNA. See, I know ancestry is a bitch, ain't it? But
I wanted to cheer for Spain, but Spain
I should
sucks
go
this
for
year.
Just go for Bull Cruz and Marc Gasol because he brought the chip here to Toronto. I should go for them. But let me tell you where my heart lies.
But Mark's not playing this year. He's done.
Let me tell you where my heart lies. My heart lies in Greece.
Yeah.
Mechanos, right? They just beat, by the way, Tikanis Malakas. They just defeated Turkey in the last 2 games in warm-up games and crushed them. Now, Turkey and Greece, I don't know if you guys know, go up there, look it up in your history books. I actually had to do it for school, but the island Crete, they've battled for thousands of years, right? But for Greece to take them out with Giannis out the last game, he had a back injury, right? Which can cost them for during the season. But let me just say this: with Greece, you got the 4 Antetokounmpo brothers. You got the Giannis, the Nasas. Are you kidding? Even Alex down at the bottom of the line. He's the only one without a ring. And he's the only one that played for the Raptors 905. Okay? Like, I honestly think, and Slaukus, yo, you guys got to go see this guy. This guy is ridiculous. Like, he looks like an older version of me. Meanwhile, he's younger than me. You know what I mean? This guy, he can kill it. He's destroying it. Great player for that team. So I honestly think if I were to pick a team, it would have to be Greece. Yes, Tikanis Malakas. Okay? Trois kata if you say otherwise. Okay? Yes, I am speaking Greek. But I honestly think they can take it. Like Slovenia has just Doncic, right? We're talking about...
And Dragic, but yeah.
Dragic? Okay, really? Seriously?
I know.
Okay, come on. We're talking about teams that have like 1 or 2 players. I'm talking about a team that has 4 young incoming players. Former MVP, 3 championship players, and a 4th one that played for our Toronto Raptors.
Are you just talking about the Antetokounmpo brothers? Like we all know how good Giannis is, but we all know how.
Bro, don't even look at the don't even look at the brothers. Look at Slaukas, okay? This guy is the truth. This guy should be in the NBA. This guy's ridiculous.
Okay.
My Malaka put me on this the other day, and I looked up all kinds of his stuff, and I was like, I just watched him. I was like, holy crap. This guy, you want to talk about Svi? Where's Svi playing? Arturas? Where's he playing?
For Ukraine, for Raptors.
Exactly. They're not doing it, okay?
I don't know.
They're not doing
I don't know if he's going to be on the Raptors by the end of the tournament, but that's okay.
Puts this guy to shame. But I honestly think Greece can do it. But there are a lot of Toronto Raptors correlations within this Eurobasket 2022, such as, like I just mentioned, Alex and Arturas. Would you like to speak about the other person who does have a Raptors correlation that's playing for your team, Lithuania?
Maybe you have heard Jonas Valanciunas. He played for Raptors and get traded and get no ring back.
I love how you're bitter about that.
No, it's okay. He's okay too.
I think he should have got for the record. I think he should have gotten a ring because I think he absolutely. I know the trade was why they won the title, but JV give it JV's ring. It's not reasonable.
Yeah, then Lithuania has another Canadian. Like they gave nationality Lithuanian. Iggy Brasdeikis, who played in NBA for Orlando Magic, but he was grown up in Canada, played for Canada national teams in young ages, and now he decided to represent Lithuania.
I think I should say I was a little too harsh on you at the beginning of the show when I said who's actually going to win, because Lithuania does have an outside shot. They're just not one of the top ranked contenders. Like they're kind of a dark horse.
Yeah, exactly. If they get lucky in the group event, beat Slovenia, France.
So actually, the one team I want to talk about, we haven't fully talked about them yet, is obviously the Raptors. You talk about Raptors connections. You talk about Spain.
Yes.
Obviously, Spain. Juancho Hernan Gomez, first of all.
Cruz!
We all know from Hustle, the newest Raptor. He's going to be playing for Spain, and of course, there's that historical connection between the Raptors and Spain with Sergio Scariolo, with Marc Gasol, with Serge Ibaka. Obviously, Gasol. Sure. I mean, you look Spanish to me.
I got 5% blood, bro. I got 5% blood, man.
No, but it's just a little weird because with no Mark, with no Serge, I mean, we haven't even seen Juancho play as a Raptor yet, so it's hard to really know what he is. I just don't know if there'll be quite that connection to the Spanish national team that was sort of building over the last 3 or 4 years. And even Sergio Scariolo, he doesn't work for the Raptors anymore. So that's sort of the team that I want to cheer for, but those connections are really tenuous, and I think I'm just gonna sit back and see who the best team is.
You have to watch Lithuania because Valanciunas is now shooting trees, and and when he shoots, good, nobody can stop him.
JV's a monster. There's no arguing that.
Skip, stay away from any Spanish women in my family. Okay.
All right.
Stay away. Arturas, I like what you said about JV, because Skip and I were, even before we started this podcast, we used to talk about what a big part JV means to the Raptors, and I hope it means a huge part to your Lithuanian team. So what do we got right now? I got Greece. Arturas, you got Lithuania. Skip's got Spain. So
no, I've got Slovenia. I've got Slovenia to win. I was just talking about Spain.
Oh, okay. You got Slovenia? All right, cool.
Yeah.
You really want to see Doncic's mom, eh? So do I. I don't blame you. Now, speaking of parents, before we get out of here, guys, there's a certain player in the NBA who you guys know I do not like whatsoever, and just signed an extension because he wants to wait for his son to come into the league so he can play with him. Now, what did he sign for, Skip? 93.7 for 2 years?
I think it's for 3. It's 2 plus an option. I haven't looked at the exact breakdown contract though.
That player is LeBum James, LaFlop James, LaTrat James, LaFraud James, whatever you guys want to call him, because that's what I call him. Go ahead, get at me, get mad at me. But it seems like he signed this deal now to stay with the Lakers and to stay active and to stay adequate within the league.
Well, to me, it kind of means that maybe he's insuring against his future, right? Because we've been saying that he was gonna walk, and you brought up the parents thing, so I'm gonna lead into it. He was gonna walk and just sign with whichever team drafted Bronny James.
And it appears Memphis is the front runner.
Memphis? No, that's the University of Memphis.
Yeah.
But we're talking about when he goes to the NBA in like a year. So the idea would be LeBron would play 1 more year with the Lakers, and then Bronny would go to Memphis, and then whoever was to draft Bronny the year after that, I thought that then LeBron would go to that team as a free agent. But obviously he's concerned enough about his health and his career that he wanted to lock up in LA, even though like the Lakers are doomed, right? Like they're not going anywhere this year. So it really just seems like an investment more than anything. Maybe this is the end of LeBron's reign of terror, to be honest.
Reign of garbage. Arturas? What do you think about that?
I think he wants to retire as Laker.
As the worst Laker ever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, the contracts are not official yet.
Hold on. I know we're gonna go overtime on this one. Skip, are you kidding me? In 4 years there.
Yeah. 1
championship. Exiting in the first round. Not making it to the finals 2 years. How are you gonna be called the greatest Laker? Get out of here.
I never said he was the greatest Laker.
He couldn't even be on the top.
Those words did not leave my mouth.
He changed like the 3 teams. How can be the greatest Laker?
Exactly.
LeBron will go into the Hall as a Cavs. We all know that. That's fine.
Yeah, just to shut everybody up and make them feel good. Now, the other question is, speaking of LeBron and the Lakers, here, I'm going to throw this one out to you guys. This was not in our script. Kyrie for Westbrook?
Arturas?
It's possible. Like if the Nets
What do you think?
Nets need changes, I guess. So they wanna change everything maybe. If they trade Irving and Durant, they're gonna rebuild, I guess. Maybe amnesty Westbrook. I don't know.
No, that's shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic. I mean, sure, it might work, but I mean, unless you can get KD.
Shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah.
That will go down in infamy.
That's not my expression. I stole that. But yeah, shuffling deck chairs in the Titanic. Like, unless KD fully buys in and says, "Bring Westbrook here, I'll play hard." But I mean, we thought he did that with Harden, and that didn't work. So, dude, that team is doomed. The Lakers are doomed. It's just gonna be an awkward year. I don't think one magical trade is gonna fix anything. I think they're gonna have to go out there and they're gonna have to retool. Both teams are gonna have to go and find different organizations to send those players to. Because if they trade with each other, it's just going to be bad for everyone involved. Anyway, those are my 2
Can
cents.
Can I just say that if either team were to make those trades, both of them are still gonna go wah 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 boo hoo ga 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 and not win a goddamn thing.
I mean, there's a way it could work if KD fully buys in and Kyrie and LeBron can go apeshit again, but I wouldn't count on that.
But Kyrie's gonna save LeBron again?
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. They're not at that point. They're all about themselves, especially Westbrook, KD, James Harden. Like, look, we've all seen all of that. But anyway, we've already touched on that. Skip, we've been beating this KD thing to death, and I don't want to do it anymore because I'm dead ass tired about it.
Mhm.
But since we're running out of time, guys, I have one last question for you. Just one last question. Okay? Will Bronny and LeBron end up together? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no, but the fact if Bronny slips down the board to the second round, say, the Lakers might be obligated to take him just to keep LeBron happy. So maybe, but I wouldn't count on it.
Maybe LeBron.
I would say wherever Bronny goes, LeBron's gonna jump ship like he did to every team and be like, I want to go here. I'm gonna make a decision.
Or you know what? He might finagle a trade. If another team drafts Bronny, they might finagle a trade where, yeah.
And
anyway,
you know what?
we'll see.
To be
We'll
quite
see.
honest, I don't even know why the hell we're talking about LeBron and the Lakers right now.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, it really is just stupid, and we shouldn't be bringing that up. What we should be talking about is Scotty Barnes. Okay, and shout out to Skip. What was the name that just got reinstated? Jalen Harris.
Jalen Harris gonna
Right, that just got reinstated to
he's
the
got a
Raptors.
qualifying offer too, so he's gonna be at training camp. I don't know if he's gonna make the roster, but
That's
Yep.
That's what we should talk about. And what's his name? Gabe Wilson?
Gabe Brown, Exhibit
Gabe
10
Brown.
contract, so he's probably gonna end up on the
Yeah.
905.
That's who we
but
should be talking about.
He's been making some noise in some of these summer league pro-am games type thing.
That's
You know,
what we should. That's
and
what we
also
should be talking about.
Malachi Flynn once again going off in these games. There's this 3 or 4 games now he's gone off with 50 points. So
Yeah,
he's having a
yeah,
summer.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what we should be talking about. But apparently, all you guys out there, you guys want to talk about LeBron and Bronny, and it disgusts me. So I just want to kill the noise. I'm so sorry. What we should be talking about is our Raptors. All right. So, Arturas, pretty much we're done for time. And thank you, our off-screen producer, our man, our thumbnails, our QR codes, whatever you guys see that we have, that's him. Okay, Skip, Simon Broder at WJs.ca, on Twitter, .ca, I don't know, SimonBroder.ca. Find us to the point, Raps, Twitter, to the point, Instagram, Facebook, King Hussein on all social media platforms, YouTube, to the point. If you're not watching it, you're bootlegging. We love you though, but thank you guys for your support. So on behalf of Arturas, Simon, and myself, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, and
Peace.